White House, Stoneman Douglas survivors, parents of victims, and others associated with other mass shootings had a chance to speak with President Trump.
It was unscripted, free of protocol, and as emotional as you might expect. Here's some of it.
But to see your children go through this, buried their sister. So that's what I keep saying this, because I want it to sink in, not forget about this. We can't forget about it. All the school shootings. It doesn't make sense. Fix it. It should have been one school shooting, and we should have fixed it. And I'm pissed, because my daughter I'm not going to see again. She's not here. She's not here. She's in North Lauderdale at whatever it is, King David Cemetery.
I was actually in the second classroom that was shot at. In my mind, as a kid, nothing ever that horrible should ever have to happen to you.
I turned 18 the day after. Woke up to the news that my best friend was gone. And I don't understand why I could still go in a store and buy a weapon of war, an AR. I was reading today that a person 20 years old walked into a store and bought an AR-15 in 5 minutes with an expired ID.
This has to never happen again, and people should be able to feel that when they go to school they can be safe.
Everybody right now is so stuck on what they believe that they're not even listening to what other people believe.
This was really an extraordinary event. Let's go live to Mola Lenghi at the White House. Mola.
Well, yeah, guys, as you said, an extraordinary event, really unprecedented in a lot of ways, just emotionally raw, this meeting at the White House with the president, as students, parents, and teachers were at times measured. They were at times tearful, and other times, understandably, they were restraining anger. But President Trump insisted that these listening sessions will produce solutions. President Trump welcomed students, teachers, and parents from communities impacted by school shootings to the White House Wednesday.
We're going to do something about this horrible situation that's going on.
The group included people from Columbine, Newtown, and Parkland, Florida, the latest town rocked by gun violence.
I am just grateful that I'm here and we can try to work out something, maybe compromise on some solutions, so this never has to, no child, no person in this world will ever have to go something through so horrific and tragic.
Andrew Pollack came to speak for his daughter, Meadow.
Because my daughter has no voice. She was murdered last week and she was taken from us. Shot 9 times.
He pleaded for something to be done to stop school shootings.
I'm very angry that this happened, because it keeps happening. 9/11 happened once and they fixed everything. How many schools, how many children have to get shot?
The president listened to everyone's story and says his administration will work to prevent another school shooting.
We're going to be very strong on background checks. We're going to be doing very strong background checks, very strong emphasis on the mental health.
The president did not talk about a ban on assault weapons, but others brought up the issue.
I don't understand why I could still go in a store and buy a weapon of war, an AR.
One issue the president did want to explore is putting guns in the hands of teachers.
I think it could very well solve your problem.
But not everyone in the room agreed.
Strongly.
Now, President Trump indicated that he's open to any and all ideas. But again, the one that he really leaned into was the idea of doing away with gun-free school zones and arming school officials. So the president acknowledged that that would be a controversial move. He said he understands why some people might oppose it, and he gave those people in the room the opportunity to raise those concerns and make their points. Elliot?
A lot of feelings about those opinions. Thank you very much. Mola Lenghi reporting live from Washington. Now,